Good morning, guys, and welcome to Winding and Racing. Well, today I got a little project to do on Greenie. The other day we were working on it and the water pump started leaking. So I'm a small block Chevy guy, but I believe that's an indication that the water pump has gone bad. So I got a new one right on over here, and looks a little bit bigger than a small block Chevy, but I assume it goes on the same way. And got a new thermostat to throw on in there, so it's all going to be brand new in a little bit. Got an overflow tank here to mount, but being an aftermarket one, it doesn't quite fit in there, so I'm going to end up making a strap to go across those factory screw holes there and then mount this to that. So that'll go on in there. So then I'll have an overflow for the new tank, new water pump. So I'm hoping all the cooling system problems will be taken care of after today. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to work on this, and we'll see how it goes. Now, first of all, I am going to have to get this intake out of the way again, so let me get a screwdriver. There we go. Stay. Now those look like 10mm. We'll have some warm water coming out of this. Well, I'll set that to the side for now. Deal with that later. Now we got to get that serpentine belt off of there, which actually I could do with this. I should take a picture of that. Anybody try to put the serpentine belt back on there, it's a pain in the butt to get it right. All right, let's get that out of there. I'll tell you, these accessory brackets are made very well because they stay out of the way of what I'm having to do right now. Less conscientious manufacturers might not have done that. Well, I'll tell you, these accessory brackets are made very well because they stay out of the way of what I'm having to do right now. Less conscientious manufacturers might not have done that. All right, that didn't take long to get that out of there. Kind of hard to tell where the leaking was coming from, but I assume when these things go bad, maybe they leak here. Small block Chevy, you'll have a bushing in there and a hole underneath. And when it starts leaking out of that hole, it's an indication that the bushing is worn and need to replace it. This here, I'm going to clean those surfaces up real well and see if we can't get this new one on there and sealed up. Like thermostat housing, that would be this guy there. That's interesting. That's like the same gasket each side. Very nice. I always like to put a little Permatex on there. Don't need too much, just a little bit of smeared on. I didn't like getting it in there. Might clog up something. Just keep it clean. Put only as much as you need. Don't overdo it. Getting windy today. Here in Tucson in monsoon season, we always hope for our storm, but it hasn't been too busy in that department this year. So we got hot and humid. But today's actually a very nice day, a little breezy. See a nice clean job there. Not to be overdone. And silicone kind of holds it in place so you can get it installed there. All right, looking good. So we'll just not get those very tight just in case you have to move the gasket, but that one's going right in. That's a good sign. Well guys, the camera did get hot and turned itself off, so I continued to do a little bit of work. So I got the pump all mounted, serpentine belt put back on there. That photo did come in very handy. But see that leak right there? What I want to do is I actually want to connect the heater lines here. So I don't have any heater hose, so I'm going to go ahead and run to O'Reilly's, return this thermostat, which I don't think it was the correct one, and get some heater hose. So when I get back, we'll get back to work. See you in a bit. All right guys, well I made it back from O'Reilly's and I got some heater hose. Got that all connected down there into the water pump down there. Serpentine belts on. I started up, I don't see any leaks. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on mounting this. Now I'm gonna have to put a flat bar across those two factory holes, and I'll probably just tack that on there so that it doesn't go anywhere. And then I can run the hose up to here. Because in starting it up, the water pump worked and it started flowing out the top here. So let's get this system all sealed and have the overflow tank mounted, and then we'll be good to go, hopefully. See you in a bit. So I got myself a piece of flat bar, measured it, and it needs to be 9 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that. Then we'll have to mark the holes, drill the holes, tack our mount for the overflow bottle onto it, and we'll be in good shape. I'm going to move you guys over here. There. Alright, so I guess you got to give it a little push. Alright, okay. Brand new tool to me. Okay, now let's take this over to the truck. That's gonna sit right there. Let's get you out of the way. I know it has to hang over that way, so I'm gonna put this basically at the end there. This one there. Now, if I hold it there, that'll end up tacked and secured right there. And I did measure, those holes are exactly 7 inches apart. that right in the middle there. On a video before I mentioned sharp tools. Very important. Wearing gloves. I'm just going to That's not going to go anywhere. So I ran a quick little bead around that. That won't go anywhere. Let's see how they fit, the holes, and looks like I'm gonna have to whittle out a hole just a little bit, which is fine. Let's go ahead and set it up in the vise here. If they're sharp. coffee can full of nuts and bolts. I'm sure everyone has a coffee can full of nuts and bolts. Looks like a couple of 5/16 needs to go in there, but yeah, think about these Chevys. Nowadays, like half the stuff is metric, so I'm just going to see if they'll fit real quick. I believe that one's metric. This one fits perfectly if I can find two of them. So that one is it. Aha! Alrighty. Even in the dry desert where I am, it makes sense to paint things, even though, or especially because, it's holding a water tank. That is not going in. Alright guys, well, the GoPro got hot again, and when it does, it shuts down. But let's see what we did. So we made this bracket to mount this reservoir here, overflow. I got a little water in there. I want to see what happens. Had to use a clamp on that because it wasn't tight there, but it was very tight on this. This is the hose that came with it, so we'll see how that all works. But I'm going to bring you along with me to start this thing up and see what happens here. Try to get my key, which is one thing I'm a little nervous about is I don't know how long it's been since any water has gone to the heater core. I do see a leak there. Where's that coming from? That's not a leak. That was probably water that was on top of the water pump there. Yeah, that was just water that was on there. So that's a good thing. Now, if we're pumping water into here, is anything bad happening in here? I think we might be good. I'll find out tomorrow when I'm out in the field. I do project management. I got to go out and make sure guys are doing things right on job sites. I think we're good. Well, another project down on Greenie. I'm gonna start calling that truck instead of just Greenie. How about Meanie Greenie? Because every time I turn around, I'm having to fix something on it. But when you get an old used truck, you got to get through all the problems, make it reliable. Wouldn't be the first time I've done that. In fact, I've made a habit of buying garbage and making it nice. So that's what this is all about. And plus, it's a work truck. It gets stuff done for me. Let's go ahead and shut it off, see if anything bubbles back into that reservoir. Nope. If I have anything to learn about what happened today, other than it was a perfect job, I'll find out tomorrow. Because I'll probably end up putting about 100 miles on it tomorrow. Anyways, guys, thanks a lot for hanging in there today. I appreciate it. One of these days we'll get on it. In fact, you know what these wheels are for? I had the tires that were just garbage stripped off of those. I'm going to clean those up and paint them. Because Rally Bug needs some wheels and tires in the back there. So guys, like and subscribe to the channel. And I sure appreciate you watching, hanging in there today. And I promise there'll be funner projects in the future. Because Greenie, even though it's an important vehicle, it's not one of the fun ones. So, have a great day, everyone. Thank you.